Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up. Give me 50 good wards.
Clive?
I am.
Well, but all of our comrades who lost their lives back.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying, I expect that was your...
It's...
one for the history.
Welcome home.
It's good to be back.
I feel it, which means I'm coming on your...
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any here?
Shouldn't you be putting your...
Thank you.
Ah, the conquering hero. Well, the fact that you... The scent.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Rot, as did his men. Orcs, Vivian. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home? The mother crystal of an ally. It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the black? One can often be led astray by focusing too close. One must instead see the bigger picture. The Kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And you're... Indeed he is. Well, not. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for the... Consider it the price of...
I've never known you to be so...
What can I say?
I suppose we are.
Ah, my favorite pupil. So what of its parliament? Which leaves but one man. Harpocrates, Blackthorn, Karen. Kupka took something from them. And now you...
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid. How may I help you today, Clive? Kupka, but when I close my eyes... Only I don't know how. I wish you were here. I'll be here waiting.
Clive! was luck. But now, thank you. You off then?
Ah, yes. I'll stick with Nectar. The hunt board, it's where the curse breakers post sightings of just because they can't be dealt with when Right. The people of Valisthea are going through a lot. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends, and perhaps I can. I don't think so.
And how may I assist you today? Hippocrates Kupkat.
Ah, Clive.
No.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a... There shall be no lessons today, only thank...
All right, brilliant.
Finally.
It does.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot...
Hippocrates. I need to know what he is.
Alas. No. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of...
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who... To others, he reveals naught.
A bringer of...
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of it. But until I do...
Thank you.
Ah, you'll be pleased to hear, and while my collection is still far from becoming, of course, for which generosity... Look around. Still, why? I have said it, his story is... Were you aware... But what of the twins themselves? Yes, change will come. Kupka is no more, but fear...
Thanks to Sid, the man who heard you.
Well, someone looked...
Nothing escapes you, it's true.
Good. Start. Well, don't just stand there gawping. It's a relief, thank you. Nice to have a bit of good news. I don't say.
Blackthorn.
What is it?
I wanted to tell you that...
During you.
I'll try to live up to... Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Clive. To a bloody riddance. Mine included. You're a good lad, Clive, and you make...
Is it business or pleasure? You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
What do you need? So, what'll it be? You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you. Not my best work, but it'll do. Anything else?
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
You barely sat down since you came home. Just spreading the word.
So,
No.
Ah, but you ain't. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway, not least of all Sid. Well, when you do, she's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers.
Very well.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
It hasn't been.
with something soon.
All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sid.
Sorry, I'm too busy. I've got to get this thermal display.
And this...
Only the fastest. Me and my dad designed it together, where other vessels rely on the fickle, and those things have got more push than a behemoth in a which is... I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into, but the stack's a bit more involved. Thing is, it's so... I'll come and see my dad, though. Good old Clive. First things first, the stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, the helm over the top, that disperses, and the shielding around the sides. That stops the...
Probably best to take it one piece at...
Then you'll need to start with the plating. I've got the designs, and show these to Blackthorn.
I can't make it.
Luckily, you...
Mid hasn't been her usual self lately.
I went up to give some greens to the
Blackthorn.
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm up. Go on then.
She said you would know.
Krieger. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, and I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all still. If that's...
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. That means an alloy. Something that, which is where you lot come in. I need material. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it.
Well, one of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
and the other can go and get the...
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. You going after the Stardust then? Which one of these 2 luckies?
Gav.
So,
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the Black Sand.
southern reaches of the Vel... I'll go and scout the place out.
All right.
While you're off having a paddle.
You two, eh?
Fleece me.